Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny online maintenance service. Shift UI inside. Today we need to develop here the completes here the chat message UI screens. We need to developing here the first of all the image pickers UI, and then after we need to send text UI bottoms UI we need to develop here with the multiple lines. Let's start how to write down inside the Shift UI. First of all, now making here the image pickers. Now need to go inside the UI commons and to write down here the new files. Select here the shift UI view and we need to set here the image pickers like this. We need to set here and we need to create these files, and now we need to change here imports here the UI kit, and now we need to write down here the UI view representable. We need to set here UI view controllers representable like this sets here. Now we need to set here the variables source of types. We need to needs here which type camera and library like this. Set here the types. Need to first of all the set here the image controllers dot, so need to set here the source types. By default need to set here the photo library. Then after need to set here the one actions for this UI. Need to write down here returning here the UI image, and callbacks are the blank like these functions we need to developing here. Now we need to write down here the environment variables, and we need to declare here the present modes private where, and we need to set here the present mode presentation mode. We need to copy and paste this here like this configures. Now need to making here the view controller dot context. We need to configures here context inside. We need to pass here the UI view controllers Resi- replaceable context inside. We need to pass this here the image picker source, and we need to returning here the UI image like this returnings. Now we need to define here the image picker UI image picker controllers initialize here. Then after we need to write down here the pickers allow editing. So we need to set here the false, and pickers dot source types we need to set here source type variables. Then after write down here the image pickers and to set here the delegates, and we need to set this here the context dot coordinator, and we need to returning this here the image pickers like this. We need to configures same as now. We need to update calls update view controllers context like this. We need to calling here, and we need to get here the UI view controllers UI image controllers, and context inside we need to pass here similar this context like this configures. And now need to creating here the make coordinates, and we need to set here coordinate class. First of all need to develop here, and then after need to possibles. Now need to declare here the final variables insert this kind final class, and we need to write down here the coordinate, and we need to coordinators like this set here ns object, and we need to UI image picker control delegates, and also need to set UI navigation controller delegate need to assign here. Now we need to declare here the variables as a parent, We need to set here image picker source and initialize here these pickers and to set like this here. Then after need to call this here the did finish image pickers methods need to call here and need to write down here the if that image equal to info and brackets inside need to write down here the UI image picker controller dot key info dots need to write down here the original image as question mark UI image and brackets and we to set here parent dot action and we need to pass this here the image and this is the parent presentation mode and we need to call this here the ref dot dismiss we need to calling here for this image pickers like this configurations are the needs here and to configures need to conforms here coordinate dot parent dot self we need to calls here and we need to fix this here the errors change here like this tab and we need to fix this here issue for here. Now this is the image pickers are the done and to fix this here like this configures and now need to develop this here UI. First of all, now need to go inside homes and chat home screens. We need to configurations are the needs here. Now we need to needs here some variables. Need to declare here first and make sure we need to put here inside these projects. Go info and to need here the some privacy add here. Check here camera uses click on add and to write down here the camera privacy camera uses and we need to set here the message related to your why use these permissions for user asking this message we need to showing here allow to send image in support chat like this we need to write down here and another permissions we need to need this here photo library uses descriptions and same as need to copy and paste make sure need to give this here the two permissions are the required for the opening here the cameras and photo libraries now we need to go inside the chat message and to declaring here the some private state variables, state private where txt message. By default need to set here the blank text, state private where show, need to write down here the image picker. By default need to set here the false, and another state variables where private where show camera. By default need to set here the false. Then another state variables for the opening here the gallery, mobile gallery, and to write down here the show photo library. By default need to set this here the false. Now this is the declarations for this UI. First of all need to configure this here the image pickers, need to set here the sheet, and is present contents need to set here dollar show photo library. Then we need to write down here the image picker, and we need to set here the source type dots need to photo library, and here's gets here the image in, like need to get here same as now need to creatings for the show camera, and we need to write down here the camera source. Now we need to developing here the action sheet, is present dollar show image pickers, and content inside to write down here the action sheet titles inside past this here the text need to select text here, write down here, and need to set here the buttons action button. Now need to call this here the default labels inside need to call here text, and to set here the photo library, and we need to write down here the buttons show photo library is equal to set here the true. Another options need to put here, need to against need to copy, need to paste here, and need to write down here the camera, and need to write down here show camera. And last one is the cancel button dictionary labels, need to set here the text, and we need to set here cancel. Like this need to developing here the opening here the image pickers. Then after we need to select here the photos and camera. We need to select here the camera, then to opening this here the image picker as a like photo galleries. If you select here the camera, then to opening this here the image picker as a camera open here. Now this is for the configurations, and now we need to developing here the bottoms sending message and image pickers UI need to developing here. Let's first of all need to declare here the horizontal stacks, and to settings here need to develop here the button action, and actions inside need to write down here the show image pickers need to set here the true. Now we need to write down here the image, and double quotes inside we need to write down here the camera image, we need to put here in image library. Now we need to call here the resizable scale to fit, and we need to set here the frame width and heights need to set here the 25, and also height 25. Like this we need to configure CS, and also need to set here the frame. Now need to copy and to set here the 50 and here 50. Then to set this here the colors, background colors we need to configure. We need to set here color primary app, and we need to set here corner radius 15. Like this we need to set here corner radius is equal to 25, not needs here the 50. Like we need to developing here this UI. Now this is the configurations and to showing here. Now need to set here some configurations and set here the some padding horizontal 15 extension methods need to calls, and also need to verticals 8 paddings need to configure. Then after so need to maybe need to set here bottom safe area paddings need to set here, and also top 8 paddings need to configure here. Then after now need to another so need to which text and to developing here the text UI with dynamics. Now need to set here the horizontals, and you need to removing here the spacing, set here the 0. Then after so need to create here the z stack, and now need to set here the alignment, need to set here the leading, and also contents inside we need to configure here. Now need to set here the text txt message equal to double quotes question mark, and we need to write down here the type message your here, and if not then to set this here the blank. Then after we need to set here the padding all padding as a 8. Then after we need to set here the foreground color placeholder colors we need to set here. Now here the need to developing here the text editing, and set here the text txt message. Now need to configurations here the frame, need to set here the minimum height, and we need to set this here the 40, and we need to configure alignments as a leading. Then after so need to another frames, need to set here the max height, so need to set here the 19, and we need to configure this here the corner radius, we need to setting here set as a 10, and anti-aliasing so need to set here the true. Then after so need to configure this here the foreground colors, need to set here the primary text, then set here the font custom font extension methods we need to call regulars, and to font size we need to set here the 17. Then after we need to set here the fixed size, here the most important parts horizontals we need to set here the false, and verticals we need to set here the true. This is the importance and need to needs here. Then after we need to multi text lines we need to set here the leading, like these configurations for the text fields need to developing here. Then after need to develop here the button UI, need to set here outside of the Z stacks, need to write down here the buttons, and to draw here the send button, need to set here the image, and need to pass here the send image, need to set inside the image and set. Now need to set here the resizables and scale to fit, and after need to set here the frame, give this here the width 25, and also height so need to set here the 25. Now like this we need to needs here the configurations, and now need to set here the horizontal paddings, we need to set here the 15, and then after we need to configure this here the verticals 8 padding, and then after we need to set here the background colors color white, and need to set here the corner radius 13. This is the UI or the creating stunts. Now need to run these apps and to check here work or not, so need to check for this UI. Now simulator run done. We need to go inside the application, search now button click, then after book button now clicks, and we need to click on the chat UI. And similar to show this here but not showing here the placeholders, also need to check here opening photo library, and to check here open or not, we need to check here, and this is the photo library opening here, and cancel this here. Now we need to fix this here the not showing here the placeholders. We need to on appearance we need to write down, so here we need to call here UI text view dots need to appearance, and need to call this here the background colors is equal to slash clear colors. Now again need to restart this app, and we need to show again show here the placeholders or not, so need to check here. And like this we need to write down here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.